Okay, so today our lessons start. First of all, we are going to learn about the candlestick ranges. In the candlestick ranges, we will be able to identify which candle is strong and which candle is neutral, which candle is just bullish or bearish. So these ranges is very important to know, okay? A candle which don't have a wick, these two candles are very strong candles. A candle which don't have any wick, that is a strong candle. When you will find the wicks, shadows from the topward side, from the bottom side, the candle's strength will decrease. So the bullish candles which are strong, I'm going to draw. A bullish candle which have a lower wick, it is a strong candle. In case if the body is big and wick is small, but the wick is from the bottom side, that is called a strong candle. A bullish candle which the body is medium and there is a lower wick, which is equal to the body size, a little bit greater than the body size, it will be called as also a strong candle. But if you see a bullish candle which have a smaller body, but the wick is 2 times or 1.5 times is greater than the body, but the wick is from the lower side, these 4 candles will be called the strong bullish candle. Why I'm teaching these strong bullish candles and bullish and all other ranges? Because we are going to learn today one strategy, how we can identify and how we can trade. Okay, so these 4 candles are very strong candles. In the bearish, this candle will be strong, and this candle in the bearish, when the wick is from the topward side, that will be a strong candle. For example, if the body is medium and the wick is from the upward side, it will be called a strong bearish candle. And in case if the body is smaller and wick is 2 times or more than 2 times or 1.5 times is greater, so these candles will be called the strong candles. Now, one thing, the logical thing you need to understand, a wick which is from the bottom side, which is at the bottom in the green candle, the bottom wick always makes it strong. Why it makes it strong? Can anyone tell me what the operation happens in this wick? Can anyone tell me?
The sellers tried to push the market down, but the buyers forced it back up. So
okay,
they have more power.
Okay, good. Any other member? Any other member who have idea about this one?
Rejections by the buyers.
Okay, the rejection from the buyer. What the operation happened when this wick created? Because logically, I want that everyone understand. If you understand the logically, then you will understand the operation inside what happens. See here. When the price was moving down, who pushed down? The sellers pushed down, right? And then at this point, who pushed up? Buyers pushed up, right? Okay, now just tell me who failed?
Sellers.
Sellers failed. Sellers failed. When sellers failed and buyers control the market, then the buyers are more stronger. The buyers are more stronger. In the lower wick, it means that the sellers failed. Sellers failed. Now this point you keep in mind. The sellers failed. Okay, when the wick is at the bottom side, means the sellers are failed. When the wick is from the upper side, when the wick is from the upper side, whatever the wick, small or big, it's not a matter. Now, we can say that the buyers control the market. When it reached at this area, then who entered? The sellers entered. Now these sellers are active or they are failed?
Active.
Active.
Yes. But here sellers are
Yeah.
failed, and here sellers are
Active.
active. So active sellers maybe can do something, right?
Right.
Yes.
So this point you need to understand. Okay, let's compare this candle and this candle. When the sellers are failed and buyers control the market and makes a new high, means the buyers are controllable and buyers are strong. But when the buyers makes a new high and then again sellers entered in the market, they are active, means now these buyers are strong, but they are buyers, but they are not strong. We can say this is a bullish candle. This is what? Only just a bullish candle, but we cannot say it's a strong candle. Got it? So this is a bullish candle. And that is a strong bullish candle. Okay, this point number 1 and point number 2, is it clear? As compared to the body, wick reading as compared to the volume bar. So this is the first and basic concept of the wick. When the wick in the green candle at the bottom side, what it means? When the wick, only wick at the topward side, what is the meaning? And when the wick from the bottom and from the topward side, then what it means, right? Okay, so see now here. First, who entered? Sellers entered. Okay, and then who entered to make a new high? Buyer. Who will enter again?
Sellers.
Sellers. Okay, can anyone tell me that this seller and this seller, they are same or they are different? The both sellers are same.
They are different.
Or they are different?
Different. I think different, sir.
Yes.
They are different.
They both the sellers are different. Because, for example, when the price starts from here, that was any level, okay? And then price reject from here, that was any level. So this level is different, this level is different. So this seller is different and this seller is different. Okay. The bottom sellers, they failed. They failed. And they are active. But still, which is the body? It's green. It's green, right? Means if this candle is a strong bullish because of the sellers failed, when you are in a downtrend, the function of this candle will be different. When you are in a range, the function of this candle will be different. Keep in mind, everywhere the function of this candle is not same. For example, we are going in an uptrend. That is the uptrend move, right? There is a candle. This candle is neutral if you are in an uptrend. If you are in an uptrend, then this is the neutral candle. But if you are in a downtrend, for example, this candle appears at this area. So this is not a neutral candle now. This is a weak candle. Now, which is this candle?
Weak candle.
Weak buyers. And here what we will say? neutral buyers. So these buyers are neutral and these buyers are weak. Keep in mind this point, because sometimes so many people, they are asking me, sir, as you told that if the candle green enter in the market and the next candle is a spinning candle, for example, as you said that the next candle will be the green, right? For example, if I say, if you found a green candle, then if the neutral candle you found, then the next candle will move up. In which, where it will move up? When the trend is uptrend. But if I say this candle will happen, it will reverse, means when the trend is in a downtrend, for example, the trend is running downtrend, and then we found a green candle here, and then the other green candle, which is a spinning candle. Now it does not mean it's a continuation or it's a neutral. This candle is showing the weakness. This candle is showing what? A weakness, means the price may can fall down again. May can fall down again. It is possible. But just I'm going to highlight of this candle in a downtrend, reading of this candle in a ranging. Everywhere, every candle have a different information. So everywhere, every candle don't have a same meaning. Everywhere have a different information. So this point you need to understand. Okay, when I will give you any strategy, when I will give you any setup, then you ask me, sir, this strategy will work in a trend or this strategy will work in a ranging market. If the strategy is a trend strategy, it will never work in a ranging market. If it's a ranging market, then it will never work in a trend strategy. Trend, right? So this point always clear from my side. Okay, so number 3 setup and 1, 2, 3. This point is clear. Everyone have any confusion?
Yes, sir.
Is it clear?
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
it's clear.
Okay, so we understood about the strong bullish candle, we understood about the bullish candle, and we understood about the neutral candle. The neutral candle means it have a both side wick. The bullish candle only have a one side candle, one side wick from the topward. But in case number 4 option, if the candle is this one, can I say it's a neutral candle, or can I say it's a bullish candle, just bullish candle? When the buyers enter, makes a new high, and then sellers enter and control the 75 to 80%. So what I can say, this candle,
Weak buyers.
weak buyers, very good. That will be the weak buyers. That is a weak buyers. Okay. So the body, the wick, the ratio of the wick, the ratio of the body is matter. Here, the rejection is too much. Okay. Now, if someone have information about the patterns, which is this pattern? The name of this pattern?
Dark clover.
Dark cloud cover. Very good. Means
Yeah.
the dark cloud cover and the inverted hammer is the same thing. The dark cloud cover and inverted hammer, and then the green candle, you take the size of the green candle. The green candle size 50% and the green candle size 50%. If the red candle is greater than the 50%, then it's engulfing. If it is below, then it's an outside bar. And the rule of trading of the outside bar is different than the rule of engulfing. The both rules are different. This rule is different, this rule is different. Okay. So I'm going to ask one question. If you understood this topic, then give me the answer. Okay. I'm saving this picture here, and then I'm going to remove some of drawing. Then I'm going to ask the question. If you are giving me answer correctly, then I will move on. Okay. Otherwise, I will more talk on this topic. Today, class is very important because today I will teach you some concept and give you one strategy that from today you try to trade and then show me the trading. That is very important. As we know that if the buyer candle have a lower wick, means buyers are strong. Now tell me, if the sellers candle have a lower wick, they are a strong bearish candle. It is a strong bearish candle or it's a bearish candle. Who can tell me?
It's a bearish candle.
It's a bearish candle. Very good. Okay. For example, that is a candle. The wick is 2% 2 times greater than the body. So it's a bearish candle or it's a strong bearish candle. What is this candle?
Weak bearish candle.
Very good. Weak bearish candle. Perfect.
Yeah.
Okay, so one thing that a red candle which have a lower wick means it's losing the control. It's what?
Losing control.
Okay, who is losing control?
The seller.
Sellers.
Sellers. Perfect. And if the wick in the green candle from the upward side, who is losing the control?
Buyers.
Buyers losing the control. But who is getting control?
Sellers.
Perfect.
Still bias.
Sellers are getting control. Sellers are trying. Sellers are getting, right? The buyers are losing control and sellers are getting control. Always, when sellers wants to start, they will attack on the buyer. If the buyers get weak, they will enter. Okay. Now, one point I'm going to ask from your side. When the price is moving up, from this point, prove me it in the supply and demand. What happens? Why price moved up? Supply increases from the demand, or demand increases from the supply. That's why price move up. What's your choice?
Demand increases.
Okay, very good. So demand is greater than
Then supply.
the price moved up. Agree? Everyone is agree?
Yes, sir.
Okay. If you are agree, then keep this point in mind. Okay. Now the price is moving down. Again, I can say the demand is greater than supply, or now I can say the supply is greater than demand, which is correct. Is this correct?
Yes.
Okay. So if the demand is greater than supply, price is moving up. And if the supply is greater than demand, the price is moving down. Now I'm going to do one exercise. This week and this week, I'm going to join.
No, I would like to think no, because it reverses at that point. So they kind of have to, like, if it was greater, I think it would push it forward.
Look at.
I think maybe the supply is equal to demand, so
Yes.
the price can go down.
Okay, so here you are looking at at this point, it means that the supply is equal to the demand, right?
Yes, sir.
But the price is moving down, right? A price is moving
Yes.
down.
Yeah.
So now we can say it's a supply is greater than demand. I'm talking on this point. What I can say this point, where before 1 second before the demand was greater, then 1 second after supply is greater. At this point, what happens? Can I say equilibrium? The price was equal at this point, right?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
So this is called the equilibrium point, where the supply and demand is equal. After waiting and observing, after this equilibrium point, I'm waiting and observing, and it proves that the second option, supply is greater than demand, is happen. Okay. Now this point becomes a resistance. This point becomes a resistance. Here we will draw the line. For example, I'm going to draw the candles here. If the price is moving up, what it means? If the price is moving up, what it means? Can I say that demand is greater than supply, right?
Yeah. Yes.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay. And when the price is moving down, what it means?
Supply is greater than demand.
Okay. So here I can say that the supply is greater than demand. And at this point, we are drawing the SNR level, right?
Yes.
So this is our, which level? The SNR level. Definitely price is down from this level. So this is a pure resistance level still. It can be changed into a support. There are some rules, but now it's look like a resistance. Okay. For example, now price is moving up. At this point, the price is moving up. So here I can say the demand is greater than supply. Okay. And at this point, where the supply decreases and demand increases, it becomes a
Support.
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 Oh, okay. Sorry.
Right? It becomes our support. So the process of when the supply was greater, at the point where supply decreases and demand again increases, that is called the support. That is called the support. Here it is called the resistance. So now you understood that how the resistance and support is created. The support and resistance is a part of
Demand and supply.
demand and supply, right? So demand and supply, there are 2 points we can say: the failed demand and supply and the true demand and supply, we can say. Okay, where, for example, if that is a supply zone, and if the price moved up at this zone, that is a supply zone, and price moved down, we can say it's a successful supply zone. Okay. But in case, if there is a supply zone and the price is moving up, little bit move down and then move up, we can say it's a failed supply, right? Because there is no power in this supply, that's why price not moving down and it's again moving up. But here, this is one kind of support and resistance which we taken from this demand and supply. This is the part of the support and resistance from the demand and supply. Okay, there are some rules when to use this resistance, a single resistance, and when to use this as a zone resistance. You can see, officially we can say, when the red candle open price starts and it's moved down, this is our resistance level. This is our resistance level. Okay. But this resistance process, where it starts from, at this point it starts. From here, the seller tried. This is the second line. And if there are 2 lines, it is called the resistance
Zone.
Resistance zone. This zone can be bigger. It is dependent upon the wick. If the wick is bigger, wick is higher, the zone will be wider. Okay. If the wick is not higher, then the zone will be tighter, and sometimes there will be no zone, only the single line. When it will happen, for example, is there any wick at the top or side? No, there will be only one line. There will be only one line. Okay, so now you understood that a resistance and support, how we are taking from the demand and supply. That is just a concept. Everybody understood?
Yes.
How
Yes,
to
sir.
draw, how many types of support and resistance, this is another point. Just there is a basic concept. You understood that how we are taking this resistance and support, from where, from which effect we are taking the resistance and support. Okay, means we are taking the support from the effect of demand and supply increasing and decreasing. Okay. Okay, so now I'm coming on the point here, another point.
Oh,
Yes,
I have one question.
Yes, yes.
So do you draw the supply and demand zones the same as the resistance and support? Because I've seen people, they draw them differently.
Yes. When I will teach about the kinds of support and resistance, types of support and resistance, there are 20 types, right?
Okay.
In the 20 types, you will understand how we can draw different way. Now, everybody, he is taking the support and resistance when there is a green candle and when there is a red candle. It proves that this is a reversal. Okay. But is anyone who is taking the support and resistance from the two same color candles?
No.
There is a resistance at this point also. There are so many types. I will clear each and every point. I just gave the concept that what is the development of the support and resistance. So this is just a development. The development is clear, right?
Yes.
Okay. Now, logical, we are going to understand something. Now, this point, at the another point which I'm going to talk, that is the logical. I'm asking because I want that logically you can understand. Yes, Alisha.
I would still say number one, because it shows that that candle has gotten weaker.
Okay.
So it'll be easier for buyers to push it up versus a strong candle where there's a lot of sellers.
It's perfect. It's the right answer.
I also want to go with the number one, sir.
Yes, it's a perfect answer. So the buyers can enter easily when the sellers are getting weak, or the sellers are declared that we are weak. When the buyers can enter easily, because when the buyers will enter, the sellers will not attack on the buyers because sellers are already weak. Am I right?
Yes, yes, sir.
Okay. So here I enter. I draw the one candle that buyers enter easily. Okay. Now, if buyers wants to enter here, then what they will do?
I think test the seller. They will
The
test
sellers are
seller
strong here. The sellers are, I'm declaring the sellers are very strong. Right? The
Right.
sellers are very
strong.
But buyers want to enter. What they need, what they require, more power. For example,
No, less power.
if I say the sellers have a 95% power, then how much power buyers require to enter at this area?
A lot.
More than 95, am I right?
Yes.
Yes.
And here, the sellers have a power, for example, 40%. Okay?
Yes.
And this buyers, how much require the power? Just 45% if they have, they can enter, right?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
When this buyer enter, this buyer don't require too much power. Only if he have a 45, he can enter, right?
Yes.
But it is possible. If this buyer have a 95% power, we don't know. Is it possible? That is possible. Maybe
Yes.
this is not written that this buyer have a too much power or not. Maybe this buyer have a 95% power, but in another case, if this buyer have a 45% power, also he can enter. In the both cases, he can enter, but we don't know this buyer have a 45% power or this buyer have a 95% power. We don't know. So there is something uncertainty. We don't know. There is a confusion, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Now it is declared that this sellers have a 95% power. Then buyers how much need?
More than 95.
And it is confirmed that this buyer is too much stronger than this seller. It's a 99% power, right? And
Yes.
Yes.
there is no choice that this buyers have a 40% power. Is there any choice?
No, no, no.
So now tell me where the buyer is strong with a confidence you can say. On the setup number 2 or on the setup number 1?
Number 1.
Number 1, how? Because sellers are weak. We
Number
don't
2.
know. We don't know it's a 45% or it's a 95%. We don't know. There is no anything. We can understand that it's a 95 or it's a 75. But here we can say
Number 2.
they are more stronger and buyers are more stronger than the sellers. That's why they enter, right?
Yes.
Right, sir. Yes.
Okay. Now everyone agree on this point that the buyer number 2 is more stronger than the buyer number 1, right?
Yes. Okay.
Absolutely.
Yes,
Yes, sir.
sir.
Okay, now this point keep in mind. Now I'm going to reveal another information. Okay. Now here it is confirmed that the buyer number 2 is stronger. Agree?
Yes.
Yes.
Now tell me another point. Is there any support?
Yes.
Yes.
Is there any support?
sir.
Yes.
Yes.
Both are support, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
If I want to draw the support here, and if I want to draw the support here, now come to the previous point. Which buyer is stronger?
The second one.
So this support is strong support. And this support is
Weak.
Yes, sir.
when you will watch the videos, when you will ask from other members, other traders, they will tell you if there are so many buyers candle and then the resistance will happen, that will be strong. If there are so many red candles, strong red candles, and then the buyers will happen and that support will be strong. And that support and resistance you will find rarely in the market. Because mostly 2, 3 candle, 2, 3 candle, 1 candle, 2 candle, 3 candle, 1 candle, you will find in the market. And that is the way to identify which is the weak SNR, which is the strong SNR. Everyone clear this point?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yes.
And logically it is proof, right?
Absolutely.
Yes.
So this point means the sellers, when they are strong and buyers are more strong, means this support is strong. So now what you need to focus, every support, if the seller candle is strong, means support is strong. Which candle is strong?
The sellers.
Seller's candle. Now, for example, here, okay. Now the another exam I'm going to take from your side. This is a candle, okay? Now, can anyone tell me the buyers are strong or the sellers are strong?
The sellers still have control, right? Or
This is a logical point.
I don't know.
It's very logical point. The seller is a strong or buyer is a strong?
I think they are equal at this point.
Well, okay,
The buyer is
the
strong.
buyers will be strong because that's a pretty
Yes, buyer is a strong because the sellers was have a 95% power. For example, the buyers have a more power. What is the size of the buyer candle? It does not matter. But this candle is more strong.
Okay.
Has more power.
Right?
Yes.
So now tell me, when we understood about the ranges of the candle, in the ranges of the candle, we declared that this candle is a neutral candle, right?
Yes.
And in this concept, the concept declared that this candle is a strong candle. Is there any contradiction? Right? There are differences. When we are understanding the single concept, the meaning is different. When we are understanding with the different concept, means the two concepts we are making together, the meaning will be different. Okay, so one by one, logical, everything I will clear. But here you need to understand this candle is a very strong candle. Okay, so now this point is clear, right? I'm saving this picture and I'm moving on, right?
Yes.
So you are able to identify that which support is strong and which support is weak. Okay. Now keep this information and then we are moving with a new. Still, this topic is not over. Okay.
Okay.
Now the main thing which is I'm going to talk. So first of all, I'm going to draw the seller candle here, right? A seller candle here. So this is the setup number 2, 1 and 2. This is a buyer strong candle, so sellers are more strong. So this resistance will be more strong, right?
Yes.
This support, resistance.
This resistance, this is a support, okay?
Yeah.
And this resistance is a weak resistance. So can I write WS means weak support, SS means a strong support, WR means weak resistance, and WSR means
strong resistance.
So we are counting the little bit letters instead of words, okay? This point is clear. Okay. Now the next point. A level, there is a level. It can be support, it can be resistance. If the candle is breaking at upside, what it count? I say it's a breakout.
Yes.
Okay, so this is the breakout. A breakout have two types, which is the false and another is the true. For example, there is a level and the price is moving up and it's breaking. And the price it's rejected back at the key level. The level is, we can say in other words, it's a key level. And then it's moving up. Now, can anyone tell me, this is a true breakout, this is a false breakout?
It's a true breakout.
Yeah.
It's a true breakout. Everyone is agree?
Yes, sir.
After breakout, if one candle reverse back, is it possible that this one candle can give us information that it's a true or it's a false? Is it possible? Only the one candle after the breakout. Immediately when a breakout happens, on the next candle, if it's reversing back, we don't know about these candles. For example, still these candles not happen in the market. Now what we can say, it's a true or it's a false.
Well, if it
Can be both.
rejects off of that level and close above and uses it as support, I would think that it's a true breakout.
Also, it's true breakout. Okay. So we are trying to trade this candle. It means that it does not giving the sense of true or false breakout. We are trading the retracement candle. What?
Retracement candle.
So this retracement candle we are going to trade. After retracement candle, if the price is moving down, it will be declared it's a false breakout. If the price is moving up, then it will be declared that it will be the true breakout, right? But
Yes.
this is the retracement. So in the market, there are so many rumors that if the next candle moving down, it's a false breakout. If the next candle continue, it's a true breakout. No, it does not mean, okay? So this is the retracement we are trading. Maybe the retracement will happen, maybe retracement will not happen, right? So we are going to understand the retracement. Now think here.
I have one question.
Yes, ask.
So when you say we will trade the retracement,
Yes.
does that mean that we would wait for it to close at that level, or will we trade it as soon as it opens?
No, we will trade when this candle showing as a breakout.
Okay.
After breakout, then we will estimate the next candle will move down or the next candle will move up. It is possible the next candle can move up, right?
Yes.
It is possible the next candle can give us a movement in upward direction. Possible. So we are going to understand that when this red candle will happen and when this green candle will happen. Okay? That information is related with this one. On this strong and weak support and resistance setup. This information. Okay? See here. Now this, please pay attention. This is a very important point. Okay? It means it's a last conclusion of the strategy. Okay? See here. On this setup, the sellers are weak and buyers continue. Right? Means if the sellers are weak, then buyers need to continue in up direction. Am I right?
Yes.
Because sellers have no power. So what's the choice? The buyers need to be continue, right? But in case you don't see the continuation, you see the sellers are coming down again. And it's breaking. It's breaking this support, right?
Yes.
Now think here. The sellers was weak. When buyers entered in this market, what happens that the sellers entered in the market? It means that after this weak sellers, these buyers are also weak. Even it's a big candle. Means these buyers are also weak. In case if you find that this support is breaking, it will continue. It will continue. But here, this is the strong sellers. After strong sellers, who entered? The strong buyers entered. Now, again we saw these strong sellers are saying why it is possible that immediately after our strength the buyers entered. We will try. We will again try. And then they are trying and they are breaking this level. This buyer will say, I am more stronger than the seller. I am more stronger than the seller, though I will enter the market. So this buyer will again enter and you will find a green candle. So what's the difference? A weak support when we break in, the price will continue. a strong support will be breaking, the price will
Continue. Or
reverse
go
back.
up. Yeah.
Reverse back, yeah.
So what's the difference? The weak support, when it's breaking, the price will continue, and the strong support is breaking, this buyer again will return back, right?
Yes.
Yes.
So here again, this is a weak resistance. When the buyers will break, they will continue. They will continue, right?
Yes.
And when the strong resistance will be breaking, these sellers again will enter in the market, right?
Yes.
Now the next point, in this the same thing, the next point, I'm going to draw another new setup here. For example, I'm talking on the strong setup. Okay, so this point is clear, I think, right? See here.
Yes.
The buyer's enter, right?
Yes.
And then the sellers, maybe the sellers can break from the one candle, or maybe they can break from the second candle. Okay, so we are talking on the second candle, for example. Now who needs to be enter? The buyers needs to be enter. Buyers enter and close under the level. Then what will be the next candle?
A red candle.
Sell.
Sellers, very good. In this case, if they are breaking the resistance again, now where the buyers start from the below, then it is a resistance. The support becomes a resistance. So if they want to continue, then the next candle possibility is green. So one candle and second candle also we can predict. Here a one candle we predict, and after closing of the one candle, we predict the next candle. Got it?
Yes.
So this is the point. Now we understood this breakout and its reversing and its continuation. But it does not mean that this is a false or this is a true. Right? I'm not telling that this is a false breakout or this is a true breakout. The breakout is another thing. Means, okay, in the binary, we are talking about only one candles. But in the Forex language, you cannot declare that it's a true or it's a false. Right? But in a binary education, you can say if it's reversing, it's a fake breakout. And if it's not reversing, it's continuing. Yeah, it's a true breakout. Okay. I'm going to the chart and show you some examples. This strategy does not mean it worked the 90%. No, this strategy needs to be so many filters. But without any filters, it will work more than 60 to 70%. Okay. So practice, and then I will teach you the filters. Filters today I will not teach you. The filters on the next day I will teach. When you will find so many mistakes. See here. Now, one by one, tell me, this support is strong or this support is weak? This support is strong or it's a weak?
Strong.
A strong support is breaking. What will be the next candle?
Weakness.
Green candle.
Is it correct?
Yes.
Is it correct?
Yes.
So this is a strong candle. This red is a strong candle. When this strong support is breaking, what will be the next candle?
A red.
No, this is the strong SS. When SS is breaking, what will be the next candle?
Oh, when it breaks there, it'll be a green candle.
Is it a green?
Yes.
Okay, good. Now come here. This candle is a strong or it's a weak?
Too weak.
The candle which have a bigger wick from the bottom side.
Okay, so it's strong.
It's a strong, right?
Yes.
Yes.
The strong candle is breaking by this strong candle. Then it's a red candle. It's a right.
Yes.
This is a weak candle or it's a strong candle. This one.
It's a weak candle.
When weak candle will be breaking, what will be the next candle?
Continuation.
Is it a continuation?
Yes.
So for example, if we talk a weak candle breaking, it's a continuation. A strong candle breaking, it's a reversal. A strong candle breaking, a strong support breaking, it's a reversal. Again, it's strong, it's a reversal. So how many trades are there?
That's crazy.
1, 2, 3, 4, right?
Yes.
Sometimes it will never work because there are some rules. Again, we will learn about these rules, right? But now, as per this, only this concept, you need to be enter some trades and then show me the trades, right? So at this 1, 2, 3, 4 trades we found in a 10 to 5, 15, 10 to 12 candles. Okay, I save this picture. Now again, you can check here. Now, brothers, tell me, this candle is a strong or it's a weak candle?
Strong.
Strong is breaking. Is it a reversing back? Right?
Yes.
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 And this resistance is a strong or weak?
Strong.
It's breaking, it's reversing back.
Yes.
Right? Now, the point is arising. Here it's a weak, right? This is a weak resistance. Again, there is another resistance which is a strong one. Which you will count? This is the number 1, this is the number 2. Which resistance you will count? Number 1 or number 2 you will count? Tell me, which is the most recent?
Number 2.
The resistance is number 2.
So always count the number 2 and skip the number 1, right?
Yes.
Okay. This is strategy can be filtered from the volume, and there are so many other examples also. I will teach you everything, but one by one, step by step. Okay. See here. Which resistance is breaking?
Strong.
Is it reversing?
Yes.
Yes.
Which resistance is breaking?
Strong.
Strong.
And it's not reversing, right?
Yeah.
The reason, if you find any doji behind the setup, then skip the setup. Okay? So if you find from the setup and within the breakout, if you find any doji, don't trade. You need to avoid it. Okay? Because of the gaps, your concept, for example, your answer is plus. Your answer is plus. And if you find the gap, this plus becomes a minus. The gap has too much effect on the market strategies. If your prediction says it will be the green candle, the next candle will be the green if your prediction says. But if the next candle open with the gap, your green candle concept will turn into red candle. So that is also topic, how to understand the gaps and how to follow the gaps and what are the types of gaps, how many types of the gaps we will find in the market. So that concept also I will teach you. But today only just to concentrate on the strong support and resistance breakout and then reverse the candle and continue the candle. See here. This is a strong one, okay? This is a strong one. When the strong candle is breaking, the next candle is showing you the gap. This gap means we was expected that the next candle will be the green. We was expected the next candle will be the green. But because of the gap, it's a red and then it's the next one is a green. So sometimes you will fail. I want that as much as possible, the lost trade show me as I can clear more information about the setups. Mostly you will find the successful trades, but I want that please show me the lost trade. Don't hide the lost trades. It's your time. As much as lost trade you are showing me, I will answer as per your trading. Okay. So now finally, tell me, is there anything which is still not clear and you want to ask the question? I can clear. This strategy on the first day, why I share? Because I want that everybody must trade. And then now from tomorrow, I will start from the candlestick patterns, its continuation pattern, its reversal pattern, its double candlestick pattern, triple candlestick pattern, and its sequence. Then I will go from those candlestick patterns. But today I just share this strategy as your work can start, and then you can show me the trading results. Okay.
Okay.
So there is no question, right?
One thing,
Yes, brother. Ask.
the trade is, can we send this group or as a private?
In this group,
Thank you.
the training always show me in this group. Where? Here in this group, in your link session group, right? This group.
Okay.
In this group, every communication, every question sent in this group. General chatting, general result sharing, general trading picture sharing, you can share in this here, right? In this academy. In this academy, what's the new in this academy for you people? How many pictures are there? 11,000, it's a 12,000 pictures, right?
Yes.
I think there will be more than 5,000 pictures of the trading. Where you will find the trades. If you download these pictures and make it a PDF, you will find so many ideas about the trading, so many strategies, right? You will find here 381 videos. I think more than 100 videos I shared of the trading, of the lectures, are so many concepts. You can find and you can download the videos. And there are 414 files. Means there are a lot of stuff in this group. So if you want now, you just to save it. After that, slowly you watch each and every setup. Maybe you will find so many things in this, which will be helpful. Okay, here you will find. And so this lecture I'm going to share within 10 to 15 minutes, and then you can access this lecture. Okay.
One question.
Yes, brother.
You showed one strong SNR in the chart in IQ option right now.
Okay.
There was a doji and a red candle.
Yes.
Hammer.
Yes.
As in that was a breakout and there was a retracement.
That
The
was it.
question was, it was like what kind of project was? It was dragonfly doji type something.
Any type of doji, which is the colorless.
No,
Yes.
not this one, not this one. Other one.
Okay. This is not the doji. I think that was the doji which I was talking.
Oh no, other one.
This is the other one. No, I was talking on this one, but you are asking another doji, right?
Yeah, I was talking about another one.
Which will be doji? Dragonfly doji, right?
Dragonfly, yeah.
This is a gravestone. It's a long
Okay,
page also. Yes.
I will ask the question then.
Yeah,
There was a dragonfly doji, but previous one was a strong green candle. And then after the dragonfly doji, there was a red candle. So now the dragonfly doji was a doji, but it was caught as a strong green candle. So we can count a doji as a strong green candle as long as the wick is from down.
No. One thing keep in mind, there are these type of doji you will find in the market. Star doji and dragonfly doji, gravestone doji, and two types of long ledge doji, right?
Yeah.
And this is a doji, another. This is called the four price doji, means the open, close, low, high, all are the same, right?
Yes.
Now, what's the purpose of dojis in this market?
Indecision? No.
No.
Proper.
No.
Oh, as far as if it's in a trend or not.
This is the medium of communication within the bias, between the bias and. Now think one here. One point I'm going to clear. It will be very amazing point for you people. See here. There is a green candle, okay? There is no breakout, there is no resistance. What will be the next candle?
Green.
Green, yeah.
Green. Because there is no resistance, there is no breakout. The next candle will be the green, right?
Yes.
But buyers don't want to make a green candle. Then what they will do?
Doji.
Doji.
They will make a doji. Now, what's the communication? This communication is to the seller from the buyer side. Buyer saying, we don't have a demand. We don't want to move up. We are telling you that now you can continue. Then the sellers will continue. Then the sellers will continue. Here there was no resistance, no support, no breakout. The buyers needs to create a candle, but buyers are unable to create a candle. They will create a doji. So the doji is a communication medium, exchange of opportunities. The doji is what? The exchange of opportunities. And then sellers will enter. Now the next candle will be the seller candle. Next candle will be the seller, because there is no support, for example. And sellers don't want to move down. Then sellers will show you the doji. Then no, we don't have a supply. We cannot go down. You can continue. Then again buyers will continue. Now this is the exchange of opportunities. Here, after breakout, what will be the next candle? Mostly retracement, right?
Yes.
So the buyers needs to be create a candle. The buyers, what they told us, we don't have a power, we cannot create the candle. So they created the doji, and then after the sellers controlled, right?
Yes.
See here, is there any support? No support. After this seller candle, who needs to be continued?
Seller?
Sellers. What they said? We don't have a supply, we don't want to continue. Go with buyers, you can continue. After that, you can see the movement of the buyers. Now you are understanding the point, right, brother?
Got it. Yes, madam.
So this is the topic. When we will learn the candlestick, we will learn the dojis also. Because doji is my perfect candlestick pattern. The breakout of the doji, the support and resistance of the doji, and the exchange of opportunities of the doji. If you understand, you will get so many opportunities for trading. And it's very easy. Yes, it is possible. Everyone can understand. So when the topic will come, I will teach you about the dojis. Right, brother?
Yes, sir.
Is it clear now?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Thank you so much for today. Tomorrow at the same time, we will meet again. Okay?
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.